Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here. So we are in the final week of Forza Horizon 5's Series 43 Midnight Muscles, and this update could very well be the last series in which new cars get introduced. I say this because from Series 44 onwards, Playground Games has pretty much confirmed that they will begin recycling old monthly updates so that those who may have missed a specific series will get a chance to not only play them, but also complete any in-game accolades as well as unlock any remaining content which would have otherwise been locked. Now I know some of you viewers watching are still hoping that perhaps once Forza Horizon 5 releases on PlayStation this spring, newly themed monthly updates will resume, because in their PS5 announcement blog there was a small paragraph which states that they are currently working on a special new free content update for all platforms called Horizon Realms, along with a few surprises. Now, in my opinion, I don't think newly themed monthly updates will be returning, and how I believe Horizon Realm will be introduced is that once Horizon 5 launches on the PlayStation, this feature will be included alongside a returning series in which players have voted for. And maybe, just maybe, we might get one or two extra cars to celebrate the Horizon series on PlayStation. That's it. I also wouldn't expect to see any new cars being introduced with any of these returning playlists either, even though Playground Games did in fact confirm that car rewards will be different to how they originally were. For example, with the upcoming update 44, the players have voted for the high performance update to return from Series 20, and of course we know that in this particular update, the original car rewards were the 2010 Ferrari 599XX and the 1993 McLaren F1 for the entire series, the Lamborghini Huracan STO and Crossbow GT4 for week 1. For week 2, players could obtain the 2019 Porsche number 70 Porsche Motorsport 935 and the 2016 Neo EP9. In week 3, the 2021 Audi RS6 Avant and the 2010 Noble M600 were up for grabs, and for the final week we had the 2022 Porsche Mission R along with the 2015 Jaguar XKRS GT. Now, in the revised version for Series 44, the high performance update will feature several different cars. For example, the cars available to unlock for the entire series will now be the 2012 Porsche 911 GT3 RS instead of the Ferrari 599XX, with the 1993 McLaren F1 still remaining the same. Every week for 40 points will now be replaced with a backstage pass, and the cars, well, for week 1 you still have the Lamborghini Huracan STO available to unlock for just 20 points. For week 2, instead of the 2019 Porsche Motorsport 935, we now have the 2015 Jaguar XKRS GT available for 20 points. In week 3, it will now be the 2011 Koenigsegg Agera replacing the Audi RS6 Avant, while the final week remains the same with the Porsche Mission R available for just 20 points. So, as you can see, no new cars has been added for Series 44, but what's actually cool here is that all the revised car rewards are available for us to see well before the voting polls end to help players decide which update they want to see next. So, over on the official Forza forums, right after update 43 went live, Turn 10's community manager known as Mantio Max had already posted all of the revised car rewards, not just for Series 20 high performance, but also for Series 24 Italian automotives too. For those interested, here are all the rewards that Playground Games had planned for Italian automotives should it had been voted for Series 44. But what I'm interested in knowing from this upcoming update onwards is how much more different will the playlist be in comparison to its original. We already know that along with the revised car rewards, every community created event featured will be changed too. But what about the weekly Forzathon shop items or the seasonal championship rewards? Will they be any different as well? I guess only time will tell. And also, how will each future playlist be chosen for players to vote for? What I mean by this is that since Playground Games has already revealed the new car rewards for the Italian Automotives update, will it be easier for them to carry this update through as a choice moving forward against another returning update until it gets picked? or just give players 2 completely new returning updates as a choice. Because let's say once Series 44 goes live and the choice for the returning updates for Series 45 are completely different, then by the time the Italian Automotives update reappears again for players to vote for, Playground Games will most likely have to revise the car rewards again, as I would imagine they would have to take factors such as additional cars introduced into the Horizon backstage into consideration. In my opinion, I think the best way for Playground Games to approach this is to have the Italian Automotive series return as a choice again for Series 44, put it up against another returning series, and see if players will decide to choose this update then. If they do, great. Once Series 45 goes live, players will now have 2 completely different returning series to pick from, but if not, then the Italian Automotive series returns again until it gets chosen. Now, I know this may sound a little silly and maybe even borderline boring to some, but my reasoning is to eliminate as much of the RNG element as possible. Much like the weekly Horizon backstage car votes, not everyone's going to be happy with what's being chosen. For example, in one of the weeks, many players wanted the Lancia Delta S4 to win as it has only appeared once for players to unlock through the festival playlist, and also it's an incredibly iconic rally car. But because it didn't win, players who have been waiting for this car since the original Italian Automotives update will now have to wonder when it will appear again next. So to mitigate this, instead of refreshing both of the returning monthly series choices, at least those who voted for the Italian Automotives update will get another chance to vote for it again in the following update without the fear of wondering when they may get to see that option next or feeling robbed in a sense. And if 3 updates later, if it still hasn't been chosen, perhaps the car rewards gets updated due to some hard to find cars from the revised playlist have now possibly appeared in the Horizon backstage, or it just finally gets removed out of the rotation for a while. I don't know, I'm just throwing ideas out there because I know as a Horizon player, there's nothing worse than knowing the content we could have gotten if the circumstances were different. But anyways, what do you guys think will happen with the revised playlist? Will it only be the car rewards and community created events that will be different while everything pretty much stays the same? Or do you think Playground Games will put in a little more effort to spice things up, especially for those that have played this series before? And also, what do you think about the idea of giving the losing playlist another chance for players to vote? I would love to hear all of your thoughts, but anyways, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button as it really does help me out. And of course, if you guys would like to stay up to date with everything Forza Horizon related, be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.